Koholo Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Kokodash. I'm going to give double honors to the elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. And I want to say Shalom to the Akim who are pushing this 100% truth far and wide to the four corners of the earth. And I want to say Shalom to the few sincere sisters who are listening and learning in silence. So to everyone I just mentioned, I want to say Shalom. It's going to be a quick video because I do need to be out. It's going to be like a two different topics, I guess. And the first topic is apparently my channel. This is my girlfriend's phone. On my channel can't be seen on her phone, which is kind of weird. But honestly, I don't know. I don't know what to think about it. I try like reloading it. I even tried subscribing and unsubscribing, but in the end, nothing really worked. But as you can see on my phone, which is the one I upload these videos on, all my videos are there. But for some reason, I don't know, on her phone it can't. Then I checked another phone that I had, and it was there, but I don't know. I don't really know what to say on that, but I guess just in the beginning of the video, if anybody watches, I just asked that you just check to see if it's up, if it works for you. I am in Canada, by the way, so I'm thinking it has maybe something to do with that Bill C9. I don't know. I'm pretty vulgar, I'll say, and harsh with my words, even on YouTube. So maybe that's it. Okay, quick 3 minutes on that. And yeah, so I was just looking for something to make a video on, and people are kind of going crazy on the internet about, as you can see the header, Zendaya's family photo sparks genetics and looks debate. And it's not so much about this couple, but I'll have something to say relating this topic. It's more so on Zendaya. So as you can see, the man would be, he could be, well, he has dark skin, so more than likely we'll say he's an Israelite, whereas the mother looks like an Edomite. They mix, and they're confused as to why she looks light skinned like that, I guess. I don't know why this is so yeah, so this guy, well, that's a crazy name, the Marxist Pog Hunter. He's confused as to why she may have 40 to 60% quote unquote African in her DNA, and how she doesn't look bad. Then yeah, this comment from this guy, this is just want to get on this fucking loser Edomite. What's that, fucking Triforce? He said maybe, I don't know if you could say this, I'll just say it, maybe coal burning is actually good and eugenic in some cases. So coal burning is a term created by these loser cuck, I want to say the F word, but I think that's what's getting me banned online or shadow banned. This loser Starkian hypothesis. These Edomites created this word called coal burning, which they say it's when a so-called black man gets with a so-called white woman. And they also have words like mud shark and da da da, all these different race related words. But I guess because she looks good, he's saying it's a good idea to mix. You're a loser, buddy. Um, just talking about this really quick, okay? What makes an Israelite? It's not the skin color. It's not the and it's definitely not the mother's lineage, as the small hatters would say. It's all has to do with your father, okay? And no matter how you think, maybe you think this woman's corny or whatever, that this woman here is an Israelite, okay? Because her father is an Israelite, and his father's is an Israelite, his and his and his, and all the way back to Jacob, right? His bloodline more than likely comes from Jacob, okay? Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, then their sons and their sons and their sons and their sons until eventually this man was born, who married or got with a Edomite woman. Maybe she's an Edomite, looks like an Edomite, but who knows? And then created Zendaya, and regardless of if she is or not, no disrespect to this woman, this man's wife, no disrespect, but what makes the Israelite is through the father, okay? And that's why you have people looking like this who are Israelites, okay? Um, Another quick one, Drake's. It's a crazy thing. Child. What the hell? uh, Child and dad. There's a picture of all of them. I'm trying to show you. I don't know what this is, man. I don't know why it's so crazy. This Chris Brown shit. I just don't want to scroll and find something I can't show. Drake's dad. It's showing all the weird gooned out shit. I don't want to accidentally so you can see this is his father here, okay? An Israelite who got with a lighter skinned woman. Doesn't matter. Now he looks light, okay? Then you'll see, so is it Adonis? Okay. Now you look Salaka for the noise. How do I remove that? You can see the child now. Drake's child looks like a so-called white kid, or maybe someone might say light skin, but it doesn't matter, okay? Because Drake, through his father being an Israelite, here's a better picture. You would never know, right? You would never know unless you look at the father, Drake, and then you look at the father's father, okay? Then you look at Drake's father, and then that's how you could tell who an Israelite is, okay? Through their father's seed. So, I think that's his wife, or it's the mother of the child, and you look at um his child. Look at the woman's parents, more than likely, right? There's the woman here. This is Drake's mom. You could tell the kid looks light, but it's not about the complexion of your skin, okay? It's about your patrilineage. And let's see if I can get scriptures on that. Again, like I said, I just want to make this like a super quick video just to post something at least. I do need to head to work very soon. So let me look here. Scriptures on how your father's seed determines your lineage. Let's look at a bunch of them. Genesis 21, verse 12, and it reads, "And Yahweh said unto Abraham, Let it not be grievous in thy sight because of the lad, and because of thy bondwoman, in all that Sarah hath said unto thee. Hearken unto her voice, for in Isaac shall thy seed be called." Okay. He had a son named Isaac, and then through Isaac had Jacob, right? So Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and then Jacob's many sons all the way down to us. That is what your seed is, right? That is what your that's how we get the inheritance, okay? Um Speaking about that, so like, yeah, I was just being called there. Let's go to Numbers, verse 1. No. Yes, I do want Numbers 1. And Numbers chapter 1, verse 18, and it reads, "And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upwards." Okay. The pedigrees of their families by the house of their fathers, not by the house of their mothers, as the so-called Jewish um, people do, right? Which is completely backwards and wickedness. But that's how you determine who you are. Okay, you don't look at both parents; you just look at the male, right? Your father, and that is what will determine your lineage. That is what will determine who you are. Let's read Numbers chapter 36, verse 7. Let's go through 9. "So that not the inheritance of the children of Israel remove from tribe to tribe, for every one of the children of Israel shall keep himself to the inheritance of the tribe of his fathers. And every daughter that possesseth an inheritance in any tribe of the children of Israel shall be wife unto one of the family of the tribe of her father, not or that the children of Israel may enjoy every man the inheritance of his fathers. Neither shall the inheritance remove from one tribe to another tribe, but every one of the tribe of the children of Israel shall keep himself to his own inheritance." Okay, and your own inheritance comes through your fathers, fathers. Okay, all the way up to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, who birthed Israel. So, really quick, let's now go back to that search thing, which is here. This just randomly came up. Okay, so this is a good thing that this random woman was it's a good thing that this random woman was on this Zendaya search. So now we can learn from this as well. When you look at these two, you see maybe this woman looks like an Israelite, okay? But then you see her husband or her boyfriend, whatever. I guess this doesn't matter. That's funny. So this loser Edomite here says, "Sorry, Tyrone." Tyrone's another name they call so-called black people, kind of like derogatory, like Pookie Ray Ray, shit like that. But this is real life. The average chubby white guy gets the Ebonilicious Masasita. Masasita. That's a good one. Not Mamacita, Masa. Okay, Masasita. And that's what you women of the tribes look like dating or going with Edomites or even any other group outside of Israelites, you just kind of look like masas ibanolicious, like, you know. And I don't want to search up what BWC Invitica. I don't want to. It's probably some bullshit. Okay. The fat hairy Slav and the wife beater gets the hot black chick. Okay, well, listen, that's just at this time, the Israelite women have been warned. Okay, they all, and let me just speak specifically on the southern tribes. Okay, you Judites, Levites, and Benjamites. Okay, you so-called dark-skinned women. Okay, nothing will come from your own people. This is not what you need to worry about, right? Um, and I guess I can make this kind of regarding what the other brother, he's from Quebec. I don't know his Hebrew name, but he made a video going into how this so-called white man was saying that all white guys who date black girls need guns on them. And he was saying maybe this is gonna be like a turning point to where we just completely just leave them to be. And um, he even went as far to say, I just noticed this person's thing. Don't bother, I block niggers. Crazy. But he even made a point to say that if it was up to him, he would stop every so-called black man, so-called men of the tribes, right? The Israelite, from refraining from these women. And me personally, like brothers can say that. Me personally, I never really cared. I just like women in general. They're all beautiful to me, and I know he's like that too. I know women are just beautiful in general, but the beauty is not what makes you an attractive mate. Okay, your beauty is not what really attracts a smart man. Okay, that's not what attracts an Israelite man. Now it's needed, but it's not the end all be all. What really attracts and keeps, I mean, really any man, is your attitude. Okay, and maybe your attitude towards um this Edomite here might be good, but at the end, like he was saying, we all know you revert back to your nature, ye Israelite women. Okay, and I'm not talking about you sincere, um you sincere women who have repented and came back to Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. I'm not talking about you. I'm more so talking about the wicked ones. Okay, who, I mean, let's see. Uh, oh, okay. On my phone, there's another header here. There's another header if I can find it. Man, I hope I don't find anything just fucking retarded here. Okay, this is what I was looking for. Um, you know, there's nothing wrong with this child per se. She has no control over what she puts on her head, but most likely the mother. Okay, which I really shouldn't judge off the rip like that. I really don't know, but that attitude of, sorry to say, but ghetto, or like that attitude, which is prevalent in Israelite women, and unfortunately mainly the southern tribe, okay, which is you so-called African American, so-called Haitians, and Jamaicans, right? West Islanders. I mean, off the rip, I won't go too deep into this, but you so-called Haitians, okay, if you were born on that island now, and then you moved to America, your whole life, more than likely, you grew up eating um, abominable foods, right? Which is not even foods. You grew up eating abominable flesh. Okay, I'm talking about the different types of unlawful seafood. I'm talking about grillo, right, which is your pork, and more than likely, you grew up in an environment where it was normal to see witchcraft. Okay, so you have demons beyond that you could believe, which is why you truly need to repent. Okay, and then you so-called American black women, you know how that culture is from your mothers, from your grandmothers, teaching you the ways of the West, right? Wickedness, okay? And that attitude, that spirit hasn't left just because you get with a Edomite. Eventually it'll show. And it's even worse when you get with another Jake, right? When you get with another Israelite man, it's just off the rip and you just expect them to take it. But either way, to sum it up, Israelite plus heathen or whatever still equals Israelite. Israelite woman plus heathen man, your child will be a heathen, okay? And why waste your time? That's what I'm thinking. You want to have children, which really we shouldn't at this point in time, but if you do now, there's nothing good that will come out of it, okay? Because what's getting ready to happen to the heathen, you would just really be wasting your time with somebody like that. But I think women in general have been so, you could say, brainwashed or look at this retard here. Maybe so, but you will never find a single black girl as good looking as that white girl. Fact. This charty, retarded, probably a Edomite who likes to cosplay as a Japanese or something, which is they're called weeaboos. They're retarded. Um, but yeah, like I said, Edomite plus whoever, even if it sorry Israelite, slip of tongue, not slip of heart. I learned that from one of the brothers, so that was a slip of tongue, Slovakia. Israelite plus a whatever this woman is, right? Could be a heathen, could be an Israelite, right? A light skinned Israelite equals an Israelite. But a Israelite woman and a right, whatever he is, could be a Edomite, right? He could even be a Israelite, but for the sake of this conversation, we'll say that he's a Edomite. When these two mix, the child will have the seed, right? The lineage of her father, which will then make that child an Edomite. Okay, so I'll leave it like that. I have 15 minutes to get ready now. Since I said that 1144, Kahala Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, I've been seeing that so many times. 11 or 1441, 144, 441, Kahala Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Okay, so I'll leave it there. I want to give double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, and I want to say Shalom to the Akim, pushing this truth out. I think we're very close to the end, man. I feel it. Seen so many videos, so many lives. I think there was one from a GMS Quan or something like that. I don't know the channel off the head, but he off the top of my head, but him and the brothers around him made or were doing a live stream, and man, that was cutting. It's like super inspiration, but it's truly time. It's been time, but it's time to lock in for sure. So call hello Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. I want to give double honors to the elders of Great Millstone. I want to say shalom to the Akim, pushing this 100% truth out. And I want to say shalom to the sincere sisters who are listening and learning in silence, okay? So, quick video. Salakia. I hope it was still edifying. Kohola Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Barakatah wa shalom. Abab Abal.